So yeah, I've got two sections in the pack. So the top one's get to stuff, bottom one's sleeping stuff, and then I can lift the top one out, get straight to the bottom one if I need to, and keep it all together and then just put it back in. Or I can just get in the top one and the bottom one stay sealed. So stuff is totally watertight. I've got no question about that. But what I am interested in is if we do get horrendous rain, and I think we will, whether the pack itself is waterproof, because it's pretty well sealed. So either way, we'll find out one way or the other. Been up here quite a few times and I've never been in torrential rain, and I was kind of hoping I'll get that tonight, or today, this afternoon, because that's what's forecast, but not so sure now. We're going to get a lot of mist, might get a bit of snow. I'm not sure we're going to get rain, so try another day. Getting to the end of the first straight, about to head back on the horseshoe. The weather's turned again. We are now hiking in clouds. So I have to be a bit more focused now. Can see about 200 meters ahead, I think. So I just got to be a little bit wary of the edge, things like that. It's getting quite boggy, quite slippy, so focusing a lot harder. Gone past the spot where I camped last time, so I know I'm heading in the right direction. Whoops. Let's get down this bit, show you. Snow's quite deep. So yeah, these trails are really good. They're well maintained, but it can get very muddy, very wet. Say those people who really rave on about ultralight trail runners for hiking and wet technology and all that kind of stuff, you try coming up here in them, you'll be frozen, wet, muddy, and they'll probably start rotting as a result. So this kind of terrain, you really want your hiking boots. I've got my German para boots on. You can see the water beading off. That's because I coated them in a stuff called Snow Seal from the States. Really good stuff. Is beeswax and oils. You rub it on like a paste in a thin layer, and then you heat it up just with a hairdryer, and it melts into the surface of the leather, so it conditions the leather and totally seals it, waterproof. Any stitching, anything like that, it seals it all. So it's really good stuff. So I've done that before I come out. Had these boots 15 years now, and they're still going strong like new, so I think I'll stick with them. My feet are warm, dry, totally waterproof. I love them. So on with the trail. It's getting thicker and thicker, still at about 200 meters viewing distance, so not so bad. When you look over the edge, it kind of drops away into nothing. So this is when navigation gets a bit more difficult, because you haven't got any features to orientate yourself. So I know the trail. Good way to do it, I'll try and share a link. I don't know if it's going to work, but look in the comments, I'll share a link. I went on Google Earth. Well, first I went on the Ordnance Survey maps, mapped out my route, found some guides online. The AA do some good guides actually. Put that link down below as well. Went on Google Earth and then plotted the route on Google Earth, quite easy. And then you can fly through the route in 3D, so you can follow the terrain, see what it's like, look at the altitudes, all that kind of stuff. So I know the route really, really well. It's all in my head. I got some maps with me, got a compass with me, got GPS with me, but at the moment I'm not planning on using it because I got the map in my head. And when the weather turns like this, it's good to have that in your head, so you know how far you're going, you know where your turns are, you know what kind of things are on the trail to look out for. I know there's a section where there's no path, so I kind of got to cut across. That's going to be the most difficult bit. But yeah, it's good to run through it in your mind before you come out, and then if it really does get bad, at least you know A, how to get home. If the worst comes to worst, just turn around, follow your footsteps, or look out for the features that you've already got in your head. If you've got to stop and look at maps and try and orientate yourself and get a bearing and all that, it takes really a lot of time, slows you down. So it's better to use kind of natural navigation techniques. Obviously today there's no sun, so you can't use that. But you have got the direction of wind, although the wind has died a lot now, southwesterly in this time of year, this part of the country, so you can use that as a guide. And the way lichens are growing and all that kind of stuff, you can use. Go online, do a search for the Natural Navigator, and it's an amazing website. And I bought his book, a guy called Tristan, and he shows you all sorts of techniques to navigate, get compass bearings and things without using a compass or maps, just by using the natural things in the land, like the way a tree grows, or the way lichen grows, or the way shadows are, or the way one side of moss is damp and the other's dry, and all that kind of stuff. And that is it's fascinating. So if you want to learn to navigate without maps and compass, go and have a look at the Natural Navigator. It's well worth a good read. Right, I'll press on. I'll bring you back a bit later. Cheers. So I just wanted to show you how the weather can turn in an instant up here. This is 10 minutes later. It's snowing. The wind's picked up. The visibility is about 100 meters now, something like that. Luckily, the wind is blowing up the mountain, up through the valley, so it's pushing me onto the mountain. So that's a lot safer than if it's trying to take me off the mountain. So it's always good to be prepared, even if it's fine and sunny when you set off. Always expect the worst, plan for the worst and hope for the best, and it's always done me sound. I'd say if you're in this situation, morale is really important. It's very easy to think, oh no, it's cold and wet and it looks like the weather's getting worse and I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know where I'm going to pitch my tent and all that kind of stuff. We're right at the head now, so I can go down there and go across there. Don't know, let's carry on a bit. So yeah, morale is really important to keep your spirits up. What I do is think, what's the very worst it could be? So for me, the worst it could be is 60, 70, 80 mile an hour winds, which is difficult to stand up in. It could be heavy snow, probably worse is heavy rain, and really downpours. Maybe your boots are leaking, maybe your coat's leaking because you haven't checked it all before you left. You know, there could be a lot worse situations that you're in now. So for me, I've got all the kit with me. I can set up wherever I want, no problem at all. I've even got some extra long tent stakes. There's tiny bits of water on the lens and stuff. Just gonna have to bear with it because it's not very easy to keep it clean. So yeah, I got my pack with me. All my clothes are good. My boots are excellent and warm. Underneath I'm warm and dry. I know where I'm going. I know where I am. I know how to get back again. So that's not an issue. And yeah, things could be a lot worse. fact, things are getting worse. No, things could be a lot worse. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm kind of walking into the wind, so it's a bit difficult. Yeah, oh, this is a lovely path, this is. Look at that. It's like a little hard concrete path. Couldn't ask for more. So yeah, I've got no worries at the moment, no issues at all. Could be way worse. And just got to keep spirits up. Got a good pace on. Not feeling tired. Not hungry. I've got trail mix with me I can nibble on as I go. I'll show you that later, what I've done for that. Yeah, it's all good really. So when it looks bleak out, just think it could be a whole lot worse. So keep your spirits up, keep walking. Right, catch you later. We're all camped up. This is the tent for the night. It's snowing pretty hard now. Now this is a mistake. This is a summer awning that goes that way. I didn't pack my winter one, so that's a bit of a mistake. So just gonna have to go with that for now. It just gives me a little bit of a porch in there, which I can cook and stuff. Gives me a bit of a porch in there, keeps the snow out when you're getting in and out, and a bit of a place to cook. But no, it's not right at all. I had this lovely awning all made up and everything, but I left it at home, so that'll have to come out next time. So yeah, I'm all set up. I've got massive long stakes in these, smaller stakes in the corners. This is the Hilleberg Una. So yeah, it's my usual winter setup. You can see the weather's turned really nasty now.